Well, thank you very much. We are live, ready to go racing for Senior Rotax. And I was just chatting there, which is probably why we're caught a little bit short there, with our front two, Matthew Higgins and Kai Hunter. Matthew, we'll start with you. Mate, you're starting this one on pole position. You got your bestie alongside. Is he still your bestie after what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, he helped me then, so I think he secured first, and I think I've secured second in the championship, so yeah, I mean, I'm not going to let him live it down, but he's still my bestie.
Cool. Does that mean then, if it's settled, does this mean it's a fight to the end?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Tooth and nail, I like it, I like it. Best of luck for you. Kai, who's over here, we'll chat to him. He said earlier on he might not even come out for this race, so you came out for it anyway. Mate, well, firstly, congratulations. We'll big you up a bit more at the end of the race, but right now, you're starting alongside him. I was saying to Matthew there, you're going to have a fight all the way to the end of this one? Are you going to give us a fight in this one?
To be fair, I think we've both confirmed first and second, so we may as well have some fun. Last round, we've got enough respect for each other not to take each other off, so I think we can have a nice, hard, fair race, but yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to do anything stupid for once in my life.
Yeah, there we go. If anyone's got any wood near them, I'd start knocking on it now after those comments. But cheers, Kai, and everyone on that one. Now, someone who is in a championship battle in this one, who's joint on points, is this man here, Sean Butcher, who is joint on points, I believe, if my math is correct, with Lewis Gilbert. You're fighting for a seeded number on this one. You're currently running the 5. You're looking to change that?
Yeah. I don't really know what position I'm fighting for, but we'll give it a go.
That's what you need, mate. All you need to know is that get ahead of them. They're going to start scrapping away the entire race. So you've got, they've said they're going to give us a show. So I reckon just get involved in that.
I'll just get ahead of it then, I guess.
Get ahead of it, drive away. That's what you need. Best of luck, Sean. Enjoy it, that one. Teddy Pritchard-Williams starting this one on that road as well. James Lowther having a good run as well. E-plate as well. Harry Linden, he's had a good one. Number 33. I want to pop and see this man here, the number 7. He's kept this secret from me. I got no idea why. But Mr. Walker, it's your birthday today, sir. 17 years young. Happy birthday.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
What would be a good birthday present for you?
A win would be nice, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think we got the pace, so try and get through.
Did you have cake?
We did, yeah.
Excellent.
A bit heavy.
Bit heavy?
A bit heavy for this race, yeah.
Excellent. What type of cake was it?
We had some, what did we have? Some chocolate cake, some carrot cake, Victoria sponge.
Oh, what, all of it? Missed it?
You missed it.
Did you save me a slice at least?
There might be a few left.
Good man. Send it up to the commentary box. Cool. There you go. There's no favouritism there at all, I promise. Pearson Bullock Carter starting alongside him as well. Good one. And I want to go a little further down in this race. Got Guy Cunnington here. We always like to chat to Guy. Guy, obviously, number 3 seed. Not gone the way this year, but you've got mid-pack. What are your predictions for this race?
Well, I'm hoping for a scrap, of course, but we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah. Sun's in your eyes down into turn 1. Does it play havoc with you, or is it just crack on?
It's good for me because there's as much carnage at the front as possible, but yeah, we'll see what we can do.
See what you can do, mate. Best of luck. Whistles blowing. You've got clear grid now as well. We'll let you get seated, ready to go for this one. Carpix.net, Chris Walker, just behind you, getting all your photos as well. Keep an eye on him. He always hides behind a tyre wall. Action happening aplenty now. We're going to clear the grid. Kart's going to get ready. Senior Rotax, it's coming up. We'll head back up to the commentary box.
Thank you, Anthony. It's time for the Senior Rotax Final, race number 21 on the schedule here this weekend at PFI for the British Kart Championships final event of the year. It's an all DHR front row. Matthew Higgins, already securing second place in the championship, is alongside the new champion in Senior Rotax and the holder of the GP plate, Kai Hunter. Teddy Pritchard-Williams and Sean Butcher go from row number 2. Austin Lee and James Lowther start on the 3rd row of the grid. Harry Linden and Jack Lilly will start this race from row 4. Archie Walker, happy birthday Archie Walker. Where is the cake? Because normally cake stops any kind of cursing here in the box. It's a very useful thing to have. Well, he goes from row 5 and is alongside Pearson Bullock Carter. George Donald and Guy Cunnington start on the 6th row of the grid. James Jackson and Sam Longley start on row 7. Lewis Gilbert and William Pemble start on row 8. Alexander Cull and Neo Clark start on row 9. Ben Folland and Will Ellswood complete the top 20 there on row 10. Alex Moody and Brandon Klein-Nagelvoort start on the 11th row of the grid. George Hunter and Jude Fernihoe go from row 12. Jack Collins and David Aletnia go from row number 13. Dylan Briley and Alexander Adams-Acton, who had trouble in the pre-final, start on row 14. Alex Duncan and Jay Lawrence go from row 15. Tyler Harris completes the 31 kart field for this, the Senior Rotax final, the last race for these drivers of the year in the Wera Tools British Kart Championships. Anthony Jordan. Yes, championship decided, but this is going to be a really good race, isn't it?
You heard it from the horse's mouth on that one. It's a fight to the end no matter what. That's what we like to see. This is, I think, gloves are off, cards are on the table. Let's just do it. Let's just end this championship in style.
Fair and firm. Let's have a proper race here for 15 minutes around PF International. The grid is formed. The drivers will slip into those tram lines, wait for the green lights. There they are, and away they go. Very even starts for both Higgins and Hunter into turn 1. They're side by side as they go under the bridge. There's a couple of drivers going grass crossing on the inside of turn 2, but apart from that, it's a very good start for the Senior Rotax field. Down towards hairpin 1 for the first time. Bit of jostling there coming onto the bridge and off the bridge, and it looks like it has been the best of starts for the number 4 of Matthew Higgins.
Yeah, he's broken away well as Hunter's had to defend from Teddy Pritchard-Williams, who himself in turn is having to defend from the likes of Austin Lee, Sean Butcher as well just behind. So plenty of action. I can see there's comments coming in of people supporting Austin Lee, saying him for the win. Let's see what happens, because right now he's defending a position here from Sean Butcher and the number 8 as well of James Lowther, who is trying to get past. Right now that's not come to fruition. They have stayed in position as they make their way out their final corner. Here they go then across the line. It's Higgins from Hunter, Pritchard-Williams from Lee, Butcher, Lowther, Linden, Walker, Lilly, Cunnington and Pearson Bullock Kart to the top 11.
Other key things to look out for, again, like we saw in the class before, a lot of the top 10 plates for 2023 will be decided in this race. Butcher versus Gilbert is a key battle for the 3 plate. Pritchard-Williams versus Cunnington is a key battle for the 5 plate, and at the moment it's very much advantage Pritchard-Williams being up there in 3rd place. All sorts of action going on in the second half of the field. Good start for David Aletner, going up 6 places, is already inside the top 20. Alex Moody has started quickly as well, up 6 to 15th place. Jude Fernihoe and Neo Clark also honorary mentions for having good starts to this race. 13 minutes to go. Top 3 have broken away at the front of the field. It's Higgins, Hunter and Pritchard-Williams, who was a big part of the final at Warden Law last month. He's on another good charge here. Was actually been off the podium in every single final so far this year. Another driver who wants to end 2023 on a high.
Yeah, certainly so. Right now, though, this is going to get interesting because look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, and it's going to be Kai Hunter for the number 1 here down the inside. Gets that move done, and Pritchard-Williams follows as well. Hunter now leads this one. Higgins will have to try and fight back as he's there in 3rd place, and he's got to be careful because Austin Lee, the American, is closing in on that Tony Kart chassis for the Strawberry Racing team. Keep a very close eye on him as they make their way through Bobby Game Corner and into the Mike Wilson complex. No changes here, but what would it mean? I think Teddy Pritchard-Williams is another driver who's really earning for a championship win here. He wants to do it all the way throughout, and has he won a final this year? He's not. Teddy Pritchard-Williams looking for his first final win.
Indeed. So, and out of the race is the number 33 of Jack Lilly, who ran so well in the pre-final, but his 2023 season ends on lap 3 of this final.
I think he may have had a coming together with Alexander Cull out there as well, because he's just dropped down 10 positions on that last lap, and they were running side by side. Pritchard-Williams to the inside, though, through hairpin 1, and he gets that move done, signed, sealed, and done. Now, as they go in towards hairpin 2, no changes throughout here. Higgins not able to react quickly enough, but Pritchard-Williams instantly on the defensive. Crucially, keeps the pack together, keeps the racing alive, and that's what we like to see in Senior Rotax here at PF International, as again they make their way into the Mike Wilson complex. No changes this time around into this section. But right now, all is calm, but I reckon this is going to heat up throughout.
It is indeed. And to tell you what, we talked about Pritchard Williams in a fight for 5th place. I don't think it's out of the question for 4th place yet. As down the inside goes Kai Hunter for the lead of the race. Takes the lead of the race in true Kai Hunter champion fashion, side by side between Higgins and Pritchard Williams. Pritchard Williams down to 3rd, and Austin Lee's having a look as well as they come off the bridge down to hairpin 1. There's still 11 minutes of this, Anthony, to go. It is all out battles here at PFI. Austin Lee defends to the inside from the number 8 of James Lowther. Sean Butcher's in there. Harry Linden's in there. Archie Walker, who is trying to gain positions as well in his battle for 7th place in the title race, has been squeezed a little bit towards the inside. There is the number 8 of Lowther. This is frantic stuff in Senior Rotax here at PFI.
Yeah, Sean Butcher in that fray as well, trying to get his card up into a decent spot, but he's still battling for 3rd in the point standings at the moment. Thomas Fleming coming in, former DHR driver. Did Higgins make a mistake? He's lost 7/10 in 1 lap. No, he was just absolutely sent by Kai Hunter, who took the lead of the race. But he's still in this fight. He's there in 2nd place, so all is well. But he does have that gap. They need to close that back up. I think Higgins and Teddy Pritchard Williams need to work together now to try and close in. Change there as Archie Walker on his 17th birthday dives to the inside of Harry Linden off the literal bridge down in towards hairpin number 1. Not able to carry on the momentum, but the English champion here seeming to be just struggling with the pace somewhat.
Well, after a fabulous couple of laps, it feels like this race is now getting into a bit more of a rhythm. We're on lap 6 here, 9.5 minutes remaining. Here is your fight for 2nd place on your screens. Matthew Higgins in the number 4, already confirmed 2nd place in this year's 2023 Wera Tools British Kart Championships for Senior Rotax. Wants to finish the season with another DHR 1-2. He'd rather be the first part of that DHR 1-2, but such is the performance of Kai Hunter in the opening 6 laps of this race, it means that the gap is 0.6 of a second as Butcher looking down the inside of Lowther there for 4th place. Good defence from James Lowther, holds onto that position, but now it's the long run down to hairpin 1. Lowther goes to the inside. There may be a switchback on here for Butcher, but that's brilliant kart placement, as we'd come to expect from James Lowther. He's defending that position nicely.
Yeah, defending it, and he's breathing the 3 KR Sport drivers into a triple kart frenzy here as Archie Walker is also trying to get past. Now remember, these are 3 seeded drivers from Senior Rotax last year. The number 8, the number 5 and the number 7 is off the track. That is the 19. That is Will Ellsworth that's gone off the track. An absolute disaster. He's a very passionate driver. He knows what he needs to do, and unfortunately for him, his final is over. So there we go. Big shame for him as Lewis Gilbert now sets the fastest lap of the race. This is still the triple KR threat that I'm going to call it here as they head down off the bridge now in towards hairpin 1. Crucially, they all need to work together now to see if they can catch up to the top 3. But are they going to? No, they're not, because Butcher to the inside and squeezes Lowther off as Walker goes through as well.
That's a forceful move from Walker. Up for the battle here on his 17th birthday. Approaching the halfway stage of this race. Here are your leaders now. This is very intriguing, Anthony, because Higgins and Pritchard Williams, great work from them the last few laps. They have reeled Kai Hunter back in. We're back to a trio covered by half a second at the front of the field. Race definitely going into a different phase now. Catch an eye on the 3 KR Sport drivers just behind Butcher, Walker and Lowther. Lewis Gilbert as well, still fighting in there at the moment, holding on to 4th place in the points. The virtual championship looks thus: Hunter 7.75, Higgins 7.47, Butcher 7.33, Gilbert 7.29, Pritchard Williams 7.19, and in fact Walker now overtaking Cunnington as well in a tiebreaker there for 6th place on 7.05.
There we go, still less than 7 minutes to go in this one, and comments coming in as well, talking about lap 1, there you go, maybe, not too sure, and getting the elbows out as well, they certainly are. It's a final that we all love to see, firm but fair, like you said earlier on, Andrew. This is the sort of racing we love to see, especially at PF International. Promotes close racing all the way throughout. It's close between your top three, and then it's close all the way down here. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and count it all the way down. Gilbert, fastest lap of the race as well. He's hunting down James Lowther.
Pace of these two groups then, the top three all in the 56.0s, 56.1s. The second group, 56.2s, apart from Gilbert at the back, who, as you say, is breaking into those 55s. Can the quartet chase down the lead trio? If they're going to do so, they've got to start doing it now. Alretna through past Jackson for 14th place. Gilbert down the inside. Those are the moves that he needs to make. It's going to be a difficult moment for Lowther, because here comes Lee as well in the number 72. And Guy Cunnington's coming into this as well. We saw this in the pre-final. Can he continue this momentum and get up into around the top 5? That's what he needs to hold on to these championship positions.
Yeah, he certainly does. Here we go then. Timer quickly running out, but action far from quiet out there as they make their way across the start-finish line again. Points do update. 7.33 for Butcher, 7.30 for Gilbert. Gilbert is starting to close in now and is potentially looking for that number 3 seed.
And the swing is there. It's available. If Gilbert can get past Walker and Butcher, it's effectively a gain of 2 for Gilbert and a loss of 1 for Butcher. That would tie them up on points. 5 minutes to go. Still the top 3 out front working together.
Yeah.
Hunter, Higgins and Pritchard Williams, they know their work is not done yet. They've still got to keep like this in formation for a couple of laps so they don't fall into the clutches of Butcher, Walker and Gilbert behind.
I don't think that's going to be the main concern for them right now. I think the main concern for them is actually just trying to finish this race. That's going to be the biggest thing that they're going to have to try and deal with. But right now, the crucial thing is that they have closed the gap now. It's opened up just a little bit more there. I think maybe running a little bit wide there for Higgins through one of the corners. But crucially, the gap's down to 0.3 of a second. It was nearly a second.
It was indeed. Key moves that last lap from Guy Cunnington for the seeded plates. Gained 2 spots. Is up to 7th place. That puts Cunnington on 7.07. He's retaken the 6th plate back as Pritchard Williams goes down the inside. What a bold move that was on Higgins. Takes him up to 2nd place.
That was Pritchard Williams saying that, Higgins, I know you're quick, but you're not quite quick enough for me to catch up to the back of Hunter. Now it's my turn to have a go. So now Pritchard Williams takes that 2nd place spot. It's his turn to see if he can close that gap up even more. Keep an eye on it. 0.4 of a second, and already it looks like it's coming down. But that might just be the concertina effect while they go through the tight, twisty section of the Mike Wilson complex. Out of the final corner, back over to the start-finish straight. And yes, it has roughly stayed the same. But crucially, the gap is still increasing from this battle here, which is still heating up. Guy Cunnington's got past a few drivers as well. I think he's coming up, and Lewis Gilbert also coming up. We've lost James Lowther. James Lowther has dropped down into 9th now. He's being attacked by George Donald, and he's in a battle with Harry Linden as well.
George Donald is having a strong second half of the race. Is up to P10. Neo Clark as well, continuing progress into Pin 1 they go. Here's Harry Linden and Guy Cunnington. Guy Cunnington is losing 5th place, we should say, in the championship due to the tremendous performance of Pritchard Williams in this one. He's just got to keep pushing on and hope something happens ahead if he's going to get back in the top 5. Less than 3 minutes to go. The formation of Butcher and Walker and Gilbert remains, but it's not making progress, Anthony. These top 3 at the front are just continuing to build that lead to almost 4 seconds now.
They really are, so keep a close eye on it here. Battles all the way throughout, but you can't take that away from some of the big movers throughout the pack as well. David Arlejna up to P14, 12 positions gained. Tyler Harris, 11 positions gained as well. So there's been some big moves throughout. Gilbert's done a great job, 9 positions gained as well. Alexander Adams-Acton, he's gained 9 as well. Jude Vernehood with 8 positions gained. There has been big movers all the way throughout the field. 2 minutes to go. Keep your comments coming in. Who do you think is going to win this one? Right now, it's looking like it's going to go the way of the GP Plate winner and Championship-elect Kai Hunter, who is doing a good job. Teddy Pritchard Williams and Matthew Higgins, though, are still right there trying to close in.
And this is the phase of the race now that when Kai Hunter has had control this season, that's been for most of this season, it's this last 2 minutes where he's really turned the screw on the rest of the field and started to edge away. He's been so good this season at race management. He's matured in this year of the Senior Rotax Championship. That's why he's going to be the champion in 2023. And that gap back to Pritchard Williams growing now. Pritchard Williams has worked hard in this race. I wonder how his tyres are feeling here. It's still very cool here, but the pace of this race, Anthony, has been ferocious. And everybody out there, Lewis Gilbert, by the way, has got up to 5th place, has got past Archie Walker, so that's another point for Gilbert. That is now, in fact, the Butcher-Gilbert battle. This is for 3rd in the championship because they're 2 points apart. If one of them goes up, one of them goes down, that's going to close out these points. To the inside, here comes James Lowther on Harry Linden. This is for 7th place. Oh, out wide is Linden. Is going to lose Mason Connaughton. Oh, and round goes George Donald. Loses that top 10 spot in this race. Will not be pleased at what's happened there.
Yeah, that's just a little bit too much curb on the inside, bit too much loud pedal and used worn slick tyres that just went round like he was driving on ice. Big shame there, and he'll have to fight back with only 30 seconds to go in the race as well. Big shame. But yes, like you were saying there, Gilbert and Butcher, the battle 4th and 5th place, that's a crucial one because that is a championship battle that is happening right now. There's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then there's 4th and 5th just behind. That is the one where if they change position, that could mean the difference between Butcher getting the number 3 or Gilbert getting the number 3.
A couple of 5-second penalties to notify those watching at home for James Lowther, unfortunately, has picked up a 5-second penalty, the number 41 of James Jackson as well, and the 81 of Ben Follen. So all of those drivers will most likely be moving down the order at the end of this race. Final lap then, last lap of the 2023 Senior Rotax season here in the Wera Tools British Kart Championships. What a season it has been. Kai Hunter will be loving this, enjoying this, leading at the front. He's holding that gap at about half a second. Teddy Pritchard Williams has had a super run, is on for finally a top 3 in one of these finals this year. Matthew Higgins as well following home. I don't think you could have chosen a better podium than this at the start of this weekend.
No, you really couldn't. For Kai Hunter, he was junior British champion in 2019. Since then, he has been fighting all the way through these years to become senior Rotax British champion. And in 2023, in his last year, he said as racing, he will become the Motorsport UK British Kart champion in Senior Rotax. Kai Hunter for Dan Holland Racing. The wait is over and the weight has been lifted off his shoulders. He can now fully celebrate a championship win in Senior Rotax.
And he does it in style with the win. The win he tried to get it on home soil a month ago, of course, at Warden Law. He came to PFI. We knew his record here at PFI, Anthony. He was so strong, and he's delivered for DHR. 2nd place goes to Teddy Pritchard Williams, and with that, we think he's taken 5th place in the championship and the 1st podium of the year. Matthew Higgins 3rd, but there is your champion for 2023, Kai Hunter.
You'd think he'd smile now he knows he's champion, but that photo was taken at the start of the year where he had no idea whether or not he would or not be champion. For Teddy Pritchard Williams and Matthew Higgins, a brilliant race as well. And for Matthew Higgins taking the number 2 seed as well. Butcher at the end of that one held out the 3rd place seed by 2 points from Lewis Gilbert. From Teddy Pritchard Williams, Guy Cunnington, Archie Walker and James Lowther, who bumps himself up into 8th in the point standings as well. But for Kai Hunter, the wait is finally over. I mean, this has been, a challenge for him. He's won countless O-plates. He's won countless Grand Prix victories as well. They've been one-off race weekends. It's always been the championships where he struggled. He lost out to his brother, Reese Hunter, in the championship by a couple of points that ended here as well a couple of years back. Now, this time around, it's all by himself. And finally, he is British champion in Senior Rotax.
It was the one thing in his book collection of all those trophies that he didn't have, and what a way to finish 2023. Fully deserving champion. Really nice gentleman in the paddock as well. I think that is going to be great to see him holding that championship trophy. And just to run down the rest of the order, as I should stress, this is provisional. Hunter from Pritchard Williams, Higgins, in third, fourth for Butcher, and fifth for Gilbert. I think we're going to cut it short there because let's head down to Kieran Mogg in Parc Ferme, who hopefully is going to be able to grab a word with our new Senior Rotax British champion.
I'm right here with our second place in the race, Teddy Pritchard-Williams. How was that race? You earned that one.
Yeah, mate, that has been a whole year of hard work, and to finally get that podium is a massive relief. And I just can't thank anyone at MLC, my mum, my dad, and all my sponsors enough.
Obviously, you had a bit of a battle there with Matthew Higgins. How was that?
Yeah, really good. We went at Kai, and then I thought I could have a go, and then I just couldn't quite get back to him. But yeah, I'm over the moon. I can't. Nice to go out on a high.
Absolutely. Any season highlights?
A win at Kimbolton in the heat, and I don't know where we finished in the championship, but you know what? After the hard work, I'm happy with anything.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again.
Cheers,
thank you. All right, so next should be Matthew Higgins, our third place driver. We are just waiting. Here he is. Matthew, congratulations. Third place and second place in the championship. How was that?
It was hard work. I mean, we struggled yesterday with just like a gremlin with the power. So we had to go to our second motor. That was having a problem, leaking a bit of oil and stuff. So went to the other one, hoping it'd be better. It wasn't really. Still had a bit of a problem with the bottom end, but no, it was a mega job. I mean, team did an amazing job all year. Kai's done a mega job. We've been pushing each other hard. I mean, it goes to show team 1-2 and time racing engines 1-2.
Absolutely. So, obviously, any particular season highlights?
Not really. I didn't win any races, so yeah, a bit of a shame, but yeah, Mr. Consistent, I guess, but it's not quite enough to win. So
that's fair enough. And anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, loads of people. Of course, Dad on the tours, mega job. He's the boy. Mum and Dad. I've always said Dad. Mum and my sister, grandparents, all my sponsors, Era Motorsport. Dan Holland Racing, Time Racing Engines, and yeah, that's it, I guess.
Excellent. Well, congratulations again.
Cheers,
thank you very much. And finally, we should have Kai Hunter, our race winner and our championship winner as well. Here he is. Congratulations, Kai. Well, you earned that one.
Yeah, that was really good, to be fair. I wasn't going to go out, and then I thought, why not? Yeah. And yeah, I'm so glad, so happy to get the win as well. I think that's what I think that's how you should go out in the British Champs, win the last round and win the championship after. Yeah, feels really good, and yeah, add another one to the records.
Yeah. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, everyone at Dan Holland Racing, Time Racing Engines, Russ, Dan, Daryl, yeah, my mechanic Alfie, yeah, my whole family, everyone's worked so hard this year at the workshop, back, everything. Yeah, we put so much into this, and I'm so glad to get something out of it.
Well, congratulations, and I believe we have Dan Parker here with your championship #1 plate.
Well done at last.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Well done. Thoroughly deserved. What a mate.
Yeah.
Right, we move on to Senior Rotax. Again, another very exciting end to the championship and a very exciting race as well. We start with third place, as we usually do. In third position for Wales, please welcome from Dan Holland Racing, the number 4 seed, Matthew Higgins. Well done, Matthew. Collect your hat. Take a spot on that number 3. In second position, after 17 laps of racing, also from Wales for the MLC Motorsport team, please welcome the number 55 Super Ted, Teddy Pritchard-Williams. Well done, Ted. Collect your hat onto second spot. And finally, onto the podium. From the United Kingdom, from Dan Holland Racing, the GP plate winner and your 2023 Wera Tools British Kart champion in Senior Rotax, Kai Hunter! How long has he been waiting to hear that? Look at his slick hair, perfect. You collect your hat, sir, make your way onto the podium, and once again to award the third place trophy is Oliver Behrman. Please welcome onto the podium to present the third place trophy to Matthew Higgins. A brilliant result for himself. To present the second place trophy, please welcome back onto the podium Callum Eilott, who presents the second place trophy to Teddy Pritchard-Williams. And finally, Oliver Behrman to present the winner's trophy to Kai Hunter. Again, a brilliant result for himself. And to present the number 1 seed to Kai Hunter as well. Please welcome onto the podium John Ryan, who presents the finally senior winning number 1. And I always forget, and I'll apologise for this, a big round of applause, please, for winning mechanic as well for Kai Hunter, Alfie Lawrence. Sorry, Alfie. There we go. I got it in. Collect your medal, please. Dan Parker to present the winning mechanics medal to Alfie. He's going to make you walk there. And lovely. Get your photos in now. A brilliant result then for Senior Rotax. And finally, Kai Hunter can say he is a junior Rotax champion and now a senior Rotax champion. In your last year, is that now, Kai? Going to hang the helmet up now? No? Oh, there you go. He said he was. No, he isn't. Another huge round of applause, please, for Senior Rotax.